Hey, Annie Purdue Olson here, and I am wondering if you've ever asked yourself the question, am I really the one to do this? You know, those times when the leadership challenges are so big that you wonder if you really have what it takes. Well, I'm hitting one of those weeks, and I know it's only Tuesday, and I'm hitting one of those weeks. Do I really have what it takes to do what I feel like God has called me to do? Have you ever been there asking that question? Well, it seems like I'm actually not the only one. I've had several conversations today that have encouraged me because I'm not the only one that's facing leadership challenges that feel too big. So it's really a good thing that I went to church on Sunday because Pastor Drew Shep preached a message about calling, and I think a seed was planted in my heart and in my mind during that message that's really helping me today. When he was talking about calling, one of the things that he said was that sometimes calling is about putting on the overalls and doing the hard work. Sometimes calling isn't easy. Again, it was a word I think that the Holy Spirit planted in my heart and mind and exactly what I needed to take root over the last couple of days. Last night I was scrolling through something, I'm not even sure where, and I saw this title to an article that said, when the imposter syndrome kicks in, that's when I know that God is up to something big. I didn't even read the article. That was all I needed to see in order to be reminded that God doesn't call us to easy. The thing that he's called us to might be hard. And if you're a leader in ministry and you're walking into new territory and you feel like you're seeing giants like you've never seen before, then you might just be in the right place. Oh my goodness, how scary. That might be the right place where God has you to be. So even if you're shaking in your boots, that might be where God has you right now in your calling. So it's time to put on the overalls and do the hard work. So I stand here before you now at the end of the day on Tuesday, and I stand here more confident in the calling that God has given me, recognizing that there are going to be times when I'm going to doubt it, especially when the giants look really big and the challenges look bigger than what I can handle. Take a breath and remember that sometimes calling is the hard work. And sometimes we're not going to feel like we've got what it takes to do the calling. Okay, so if we don't think we have what it takes, let's just step back for a minute and remember Moses and Abraham and Peter and Mary and so many of the characters in the Bible that didn't have what it takes. And guess what? God showed up because God has what it takes. So if you're in that place where you're shaking in your boots, you're facing giants you've never seen before, know that I'm praying for you. And let's do this together. We can handle it. We can put on the overalls and we can do the hard work. Thanks for joining me in on my little life lesson today.